Welcome to Divine Ultra Protector. And you are now rocking with Down South Queen, aka Queen Ocean. If you are here for the very first time, it is not by coincidence. Around here, we are royalty. Come join our royal family, like, comment, and subscribe. Now, honey, also, if you like to book a reading with me, the email will be displayed on the screen as well as my telephone number. You can text me, and I also will link the contact information below this video. So I did a reading on the Met Gala. When I did that reading, I'm also going to put it up on the screen at the end of this video. When I did that reading, I did see that Jay-Z was kind of like in a forensic state with Blue Ivy. No one has talked about it. No one has mentioned it. But check out this video. You're going to see him not shove his arm back to kind of like warn Blue Ivy to back up. And then you're going to hear him say it out his mouth when she doesn't do it and say back up. And she's looking at him as if she's confused, and she does have on the shades. So let's check the current energy around Jay-Z. Also, we have the Root Picnic that he did a freestyle, and he kind of went off on everybody. So we're going to let spirit speak. And hold on, y'all. Y'all watch this video, and I will be right back with my commentary. Period. He's gonna move it. You saw he moved it, and I watch his mouth. He will sit back up. Welcome back. Whew. All right, guys. Now let's find out what's the current energy surrounding Jay-Z. What's going on? He's very emotional. What's going on? So I'm gonna pull from the ancestry deck right now. So it show us the current energy. The current energy. What would you like us to know about Jay-Z? Jay-Z. Sean Carter. What is his energy? What is the energy around Jay-Z? Jay-Z. Sean Carter. Show us what's going on. We know he feeling some type of way towards his daughter, Blue Ivy, being close to him. We also know he was ranting with the freestyle at the Root Picnic. Show us what we need to know. What are we allowed to see about Sean Carter? Jay-Z. Okay, we have one card that did float out and is in reverse. The Root Picnic, and what this says. Root of water. Highly sensitive. And it's the first card that flowed out. This is a very sensitive moment for him. He in his life, about everything that has been said about him publicly, about all of the things about his family using black magic, and etc. I'm also getting maybe Blue Ivy also as well may say things when she don't get her way about the public scrutiny, you know. And let's let spirit finish speaking, child. Altar of fire. Good juju. So they are very, 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 very fruitful. They have manifested a lot. And when they say more money, more problems, that's what is high. Being very sensitive. Look at me. Sensitive. Being very sensitive in a moment of bearing fruit. New levels, new devils. So he should have been more, how can I put it, strategic when it came down to him actually responding in the way that he did. He held it in for so long, and he saw an opportunity to take a moment to get it all off his chest, because he's been complaining and complaining and very sensitive around the people that's around him, like family and friends, to where he had to let it out to the world, regardless to they saying he's going broke, yada yada, he's 60, etc. All that talking about him is a very sensitive moment. He showed a very vulnerable part of himself about everything that has been going on in the past, and he's getting paid for it. That's why he said every time you mention my name, yeah, the B or something like that, but and he just said his money just run up, which it did. So you get paid for content when you have that many people looking at you in a public eye, whether it's positive or negative, it brings you in harvest, good juju. At the end of the day, you still gonna profit off it, if that makes sense. Let's see what the end of the deck. Mother God, miracles in motion. Totally disruption. Totally disruption. He disrupted everybody at a spur of a moment. Even Beyonce, she was very disturbed about how sensitive, how vulnerable he showed the world he was. The silence was their power, because they normally be silent about everything. I'm gonna put a few more. Father of water, balance and harmony. So right now he's coming into a space to where he need his balance and he need his harmony. And with that sensitivity, that's what he's looking for, to bring balance, to get it all out, let people know how he feel. So right now he's coming into a more calm state, since he let out a lot of things off his chest that he wanted to let out in that moment. Fire, father of fire, passion. He is very passionate about this. Very passionate. Very fruitful. He's passionate about the money. Look at all this fire. Even here in the abundance tree, you see that fire there? He's very sensitive when it comes down to making his money. Very sensitive. And he finding harmony and balance, because regardless to if you liked it the freestyle, you didn't like it the freestyle, he is the most talked about right now. So that generates in revenue and is bringing him some balance. Risk it all, root of fire. He was willing to risk it all, to put everything out on the line, to come into a place to where he can feel more balanced now. The peacemaker, presenting patience. They give you Beyonce energy. Victorious. The shadow, trials and tribulations. So he let out his trials and tribulations through his sensitivity, and that's how he let out stuff through his music. And he's connecting to a higher power. Don't get it twisted. He is definitely, he is balancing things out. Limitless prosperity. Altar of earth is gonna bring it. Between him and Beyonce, they already made clarity. This is the clarity that everybody's looking for. Maybe, you know, this brought clarity to lights in a whole lot of different aspects. as far as him being sensitive to the situation with Jaguar Wright, what's her name? Nicki Minaj, Damian Dash, and Drake. So he really harvesting. When he say the price just went up, he's not lying. The price just went up. So awakening the hunter. He want to take it there with everybody. Everybody. He's the hunter. He's the soul awakening. He awakening up different people in different dimensions. He's opening up so many doors. And it's a strength test. Wheel of change. The goddess circle. Full circle, full moment. Exposed to the world. And shine and rise. Mother of fire. That's Beyonce and her children. She's going to still shine and she's going to still rise. And possibility and potential. The Fool. This is a new beginning of something that a lot of people might don't understand, and it's going to shock them at a moment. Everything that they do is very strategic and is very thought out, is well planned. So what it look like is not planned, it's planned. Let me see if we can get one more and then I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, got one to come up. Let's see what it was. Creator of Earth, take charge. Creator of Earth, take charge, and what you see, that money. So the price did just went up because he's the most talked about right now. For the critics, for the ones that love him, and for the critics, the ones that hate him, regardless if you love him, hate him, you agree with him or disagree with him, the price just went up. All right, let's jump into the tarot and see what Spirit has to say. Spirit shows the current energy, current energy, current energy. So I'm showing Carter right now at this moment. Show us what you will allow us to see, allow us to know. Yes, current energy. So I'm showing Carter. And we have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom. That's everybody thinking that he losing out on money. That's that he's going broke. He's 60 years old, coming back out on stage. He says it's gonna be $1 billion, just to mention his name. And he is generating right now because he's going viral on our platforms. And he get a commission off all that. Heartbreak and betrayal. He felt very heartbroken and betrayal behind all these different people that mention his name. And he feels as though he the one has been betrayed. He cried a lot behind closed doors. That's confirming that sensitive card. And that was one of the first cards that flew out the deck. Manifestation. He's manifesting. He's manifesting a better future for him and his family, regardless to where it's coming out looking good or looking bad at the end of the day. Every time someone posts about him, mention his name on these different platforms, is more, how can I say it? The more public eye you have, the more people that you generate to distract them. It's a distraction of something greater and something bigger, because the Met Gala was kind of like a disaster, a rebirth into something. Many things were birthed and transitioning on that particular day. And also a lot of people has manifested his demise for him. A lot of people don't like Jay-Z for whatever reasons. Actions has been taken. Action has been taken. It has been manifested about this betrayal. You voluntarily said my name. You voluntarily talked about me. You voluntarily called me out. But the only person he really name dropped was Jaguar Wright. And it was a burden. It was a burden for him and his family. It was a burden to even go home and look his wife in the eye. He felt as though that he portrayed his family. You see that house right there? Trying to move forward in life as well. It has been a burden, something that has been weighing very heavy on him as well. This is a very strong manifestation. This action that has been taken, it has been taken purposely. This has been orchestrated. Beyonce was sitting in the back with Edinburgh by Bout recording her, very silent. It was a hit, and this hit it and move on. Change, death, rebirth. Action has been taken in so many different forms spiritually. Action has been taken, and this is a strong, very strong action. You see how this angel is ripping this lion mouth open? A very strong action has been manifested, and it's the Nine of Cups. It has been fulfilled, completed. The musician, it has been manifested. It has so many spirits has been conquered up. So much betrayal of all the way around the board is betrayal for people that portrayed Jay-Z, for the people that Jay-Z portrayed in the public, people that's watching with the public eye, they also. He feel a lot of release. He feel he have untangled a lot of things, moving on from a bad situation. And that's that balance card that came out for him to be grounded. Now it's time to move to the next level. We didn't let all this stuff go. We have the Hierophant. So this is the people in higher places that's actually calling the shots and saying what actions is going to take place, because the ending has to happen. This has been birthed into some type of change, and it's dealing with a lot of magic with a musician there. Holding back the true portrayal that the public cannot see, that people are moving on and how they moving behind closed doors in high places. It's just another distraction for something bigger that's about to come to play. Here goes the devil. Okay, that's that Capricorn energy we got down here, Scorpio energy. And we also have actions. When this come out, the Ace of Swords, this is the truth, honey. Actions has been taken. War has been declared, okay? And look at this one fall out. We're going to let this come out on with it. The store. They are the star players of this whole dynamic of playbook that's moving on the board. On the chessboard, a move, a very powerful, sinister move had taken place. Now let's see, what's Jay-Z's current energy towards Blue Ivy? You see this knight with this armor, he's rushing, very, very impatient, very irrational. What's the current energy? And he feels as though, Spirit ready to start talking. We go ahead and flow. Get it popping. He thinks that she made a lot of bad judgments with these people that's in more higher places, and she was being sneaky for a money opportunity. But she ain't gonna get it because it will eat her up and chew her up and spit her out. Very defensive. So something she done, he do not agree with that judgment card there. Queen of Pentacles. That's gonna ruin the reputation. Being sneaky. Not listening. People just looking at the glamour part of their family and not looking deeply. With the Hermit here. Very lonely, sad energy. You don't feel as though that she was ready for the media. She's not ready for a lot of actions that was taken. For people looking at, with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is a completion. The whole thing, when they went to the Met Gala, the image was, the agreement was with the communication with the three here, the Three of Pentacles, is to present yourself as a family. The family dynamic that people is dying and can't wait to see. That's always hidden behind closed doors. And that's gonna stop. He felt it defeated in so many places, but the game has changed. Now they can balance this out. Because whatever this money, this Queen of Pentacles, it's not a good money move. It was something very sneaky. Look at that Nine of Swords. He felt betrayed. He can't believe the things that's going on right now. But she's in that Queen of Swords energy like, you already know the truth. You know what we have to do for the family. It's black magic with the High Priest in the reverse. He didn't want people to also think that he was sleeping with his daughter. With all these allegations coming out about him liking young girls. And there go the King of Wands. That's Jay-Z, the King of Wands. Very passionate, can take authority. Holds people high and accountable for the actions. Very sexual energy with the Wands. The World. He didn't want the world thinking he was sleeping with his daughter. And he didn't want that to manifest. With the Ace of Wands, this means big energy. It also can mean that. He didn't want people to think he was sleeping with his daughter. And he also think these people in Hollywood, they was being very sneaky. And a lot of things that they talked to Blue Ivy about behind his back. I mean, he didn't agree with a lot of things. From the dress code. Truth and clarity. The Star. Blue Ivy. Celebrating her. Moving on with celebration. The next star. He is pissed. Some very cool energy. Karmic energy. All right, so whew, I'm not gonna see everything I see, girl. Okay. Oh, I don't want to put on blue energy because she is a child, regardless to weight. Oh, show me the current energy right now in this current moment. How's the Jay-Z? Jay-Z? Well, he pretty much said how he feel about Nicki Minaj. A waste of product. A waste of product. Gone down the drain. The star reverse. A down, gloomy, money moving in slow, made bad decisions. When you see the Knight of Pentacles, it's something that's slowly moving, and it's moving away from her. She lost so many deals. She lost a lot. Very unhappy, and exposing her, exposing how they live with their children as well. A big red flag, a big do not enter button sign has been placed up on her from her making so many bad decisions, from her husband getting petty all the way down to messing with people in higher places, as far as the government, which ruined her image even more in the public eye. He feels as though she's just a failure all the way around the board. JC. Nicki Minaj. To the world, and the world has saw this. It's not something that he's making up. They watch her rise just to fall. And this is divine timing. This divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune. You is embarrassed. You is ashamed. You moving on from so much tragic that you have caused, not only for you, for your child as well. He don't want her communicating with their family. He just over her, over. This check on Beyonce. Let's see what her current energy is and how she feels towards Jay-Z. So that's the current energy. Current energy. Surrounding Beyonce. That's the true current energy surrounding Beyonce. Beyonce knows right now in this current moment. If she feels it's a bad judgment card, I see that already. So what's the current energy? Surrounding Beyonce, spirituals. With the High Priestess in reverse, she feels as though that someone has mentally, I'm hearing heat spell, mentally broken him down and started from his head. She feels as though that black magic was done, and she don't think this was a good call at all. Even with people exposing her family, allegedly from using black magic. And she trying to blame, she is very emotional about this. You see how this water is going up and down? She is up and down, trying to balance this out. even through prayer, even through, I mean, it just keep rehearsing. The Knight of Swords is showing someone keep rehearsing. She is rehearsing the moments about her and Jay-Z, her husband. I mean, the moments are very dark. It is rocky. The boat is rocking. And she have to juggle and balance a lot. This is running through her head, honey. She is fired up. She is ready to bake fire. She is ready to take charge. She's ready to take action for people that came after her family, came after her husband. She just is so sick of him because she told him over and over and over and over and over again to not do this. She was against it. She was not blinded to the fact that this was dark magic. And it broke him down. He was very sensitive. He did this off of flesh and not off of she don't like the motive, the image that it gave her family. Because every time you see one of them two step on stage, it's behind a lot of hard work, a lot of rehearsing. It's scripted. If they're gonna add something to it, it's gonna make it look even more phenomenal and not a disaster. This is a total wreck to the caller's name. No matter how much money that is gonna bring in, she feeling that this was a bad call. She saw this coming before it came, and now she got to replay this moment in her head. Now this is even more talk about her and her family. Every time it's hard for them to look in the phone, it's hard for them to stroll online and etc. because they're being talked about constantly with scrutiny, allegations. Bad judgment call. She felt as though that was the wrong call to make. She felt as though he was sensitive. He was emotional. He went off script, matter of fact. He went off course. This is not the path that was supposed to be taken whatsoever. This was not rehearsed. This was not planning. It kind of caught her off guard because, you know, it's showing me that he went to talking to people about this. People he shouldn't have talked to. Holding interviews he shouldn't have hold. And she just keep thinking this was a bad judgment call. She keep thinking it. Just keep playing through her head. Portrayal. She feels as though that we have a bind. We are one. You are portraying our legacy. You are portraying our name. Silence was our power. You name people that did not deserve their name even flying or coming out of your mouth, because they are beneath us and not above us. That's how she feel, baby. Very restless. Very restless. And she's doing a lot of praying. A lot of praying. Saturday man hands is up. A lot of praying. All money ain't good money. Sneaky. She feels as though he was being some fucking sneaky, not communicating with her about he was about to go on stage and do this. You let them know what we talking about in our home. You let them know that we are watching them. You let them know that they do matter. We were sneaking watching this shit from a distance. But yet we still rose up in our fame. We still made our money. We still balance what we need to balance out. That debt keep coming up. Change. Cycle. Queen of Pentacles came up too. Coming out of darkness, coldness, karma, lovers, money driven. Showing Beyonce and Jay-Z with the lovers. There's some karmic energy. People from the dead coming back and haunting them. They're coming to collect. These women that went broke behind him. I'm just going to say it because she keep coming up. Communicating. Rationally. Rushing. You rush this. This was a bad judgment call for you to rush this and blindside me like this. And it's a burden that you have caused on our family. They fussing and they fighting behind this. You slow retort. And she feels very strongly about that. You've been portrayed behind somebody in high places that invited you here, knowing he haven't been rehearsing at all. He haven't been rehearsing. He haven't been practicing to even open up his mouth to say anything. You showing that you're not trying to imitate the gay painter. He don't give a damn about them saying that he trying to imitate the gay painter. So I guess that's why he took out the dreads and came with the afro to rep the culture, you know. People praises his wife. People yelling my name. Yelling my name. This was her fans that spends money on her, that partnerships with her, that loves her. And this what you did behind her back. People that celebrate with her. People that will run from here to Timbuktu behind her. This is how Jay-Z feels towards Beyonce, baby. Then we gonna start wrapping this up and getting about this energy. It's too low vibration for me. He holding some secrets, baby. I do Sean Carter. Feel about Beyonce. He holding a lot, baby. He holding a lot, baby. He think the world fucked up from thinking the star. She always the center of attention. They see more of her than him. And he hides a lot from the world. When it comes down to her, with her career. He's on stage and they're yelling Beyonce. The world has lost their damn mind. He feels some kind of way about that too. But behind closed doors, only if you know. That's what he's saying with the world called. How the world is now over her. Still look at her as a star, but the world is over him. They don't want to hear really nothing he have to say, honey. They have manifested so much. They have so many opportunities, so many different avenues he could have took. Instead of trying to manifest a quick buck. Should have hold back and not gave out. That goes Jay-Z again. He balancing this shit out. He like, this a new beginning. He know what he doing. He is driven behind this. Yeah. And he feels as though he partnered and married the right woman. He don't doubt that at all. At all. She was a big bank opportunity. He celebrate that. He's still in his head how prosperous his wife is over him at the moment. And how much creativity that she brought to the table. How many different queens that you know, she took away from, that earned it the spotlight. How many queens are shouting and screaming they blood from the ground? He think about it. Because she was the chosen one, the rising star, with that Knight of Wine energy. He throws it in her face a lot. He quick to see it as well. He have his guards up. He feel as though Beyonce portrayed him and was sneaky behind a lot of things, and his guards up towards her. He very emotional, very strongly emotional, fussing and fighting. They very unhappy together. The allegedly. Let's look out. Well, y'all guys, this is gonna be big. This is gonna, girl. In this reading, I feel drained. What it is. I want to pull from the self-love deck. Let's see. Let me pull from it. Let me go get it. Wait. Let me get it. Because I do see they manifesting some balance and stuff, honey. And I see they are working with the ancestors, honey, right now behind the scenes to bring the harmony back. So we do. Show me the color. You know what? Spirit to me. For the self-love for Jason and Beyonce. Let's see. Beyonce. Show us the true intentions behind her self-love, her self-care. That she's taking care of that part of herself at this moment in this time. It seems very a tense moment for her and her family right now. I mean, she wore the dress, honey, and it came with all kinds of allegations. Underneath it, they have removed toxicity. We are only created as bad as we allow ourselves to be. Pay attention to your physical and emotional health and reduce your toxic burdens. She is baby. She releasing it. She is working behind the scenes because she know that was a black magic hit on her husband. Healing. Heal. She is healing. The wounds needs to be acknowledged before they can be healed, especially those unseen. Give yourself the time, space, whatever is necessary to regain your wholeness. She needs some healing. She needs to regain her wholeness back, and she is removing that toxicity, that stain that is continually to bear on the Carter's name. Look at that dress. She is this in the reverse. Remember your purpose. Remember your purpose. And it's in reverse. She's not remembering who she are. She's not remembering her purpose at this moment. Only thing she can worry about is clearing this toxic energy away from her. You came to Earth to learn how to love yourself. All that is to achieve self-mastery, to explore consciousness. Heaven resides in your heart. But it's reverse. It's reverse. Change your environment. Our environment supports or undermined us. Give more attention to where you live, work, rest, and play. Create surroundings that support you. Right now, she's in an environment that's not supporting her. She needs to cleanse and clean her energy. They both is coming into one, but they struggling with coming out of it. This was a bad curse that somebody put on them. Pray it forward. Be the answers to someone else's prayers. Helping others can be the quickest way to help yourself. And we have remember your spark. You are here for a divine purpose. Remember it or refine your purpose for yourself. She is centering herself and trying to find her purpose, but it's like she is gone out the building. Create. Everyone has the ability to create a life of joy. It is our birthright to manifest our desires, our own dreams. And she's coming into the place of, I am Beyonce. I have the right to create. All women are creators for sure. Know you are safe. She not feeling safe with that debt card. I wanted to say that. She feel as though that people in high places is about to come for, allegedly. Girl, let me shut up. Protection is always available to you. You have all the sources that you need, both within you and around you. So her ancestors is saying, look, but she's not feeling it. She's not feeling it. It's in the reverse. I heard be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. Patience. Conditions outside us sometimes determine the best time to move forward. Wait and work on something else until these conditions change. So she also distracting herself, working on something else, focusing on something else, staying away from the internet and all the noise. Love your shadow. We are perfect, imperfect, except all, and love yourself as you are and do the same with others. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. And that's what she's doing. She's loving her shadow right now and focusing on mastering the level that they are actually on right now that seems to be very unstable and in the public eye. Very scrutiny energy. And they say listen to feedback. It's in a reverse. She's not listening to no feedback. Her phone and everything, they're not online. They are offline. Nothing can make you feel small unless you allow it. What you take from feedback and how you respond is entirely within your control. But she's not feeling how Jay-Z did not combine with her to let her know anything, and she felt betrayed behind it. Stop and breathe. Reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, release, and realign. Let go of what does not help the situation. And she's meditating, trying to let that go by staying away from the internet. And they say rest. She needs to rest. Divine timing is always spot on. Surrender control and take a break. I'm going to pull some more. They say move quickly. Some opportunities require quick responses. Use your instincts to guide your way. Do not be afraid to move fast on your hunch. She need to get her ass. Right here say rest. She need to go west somewhere else. She need to move her ass. Look deeper. There is more beneath the surface. Remain cool and centered. Take time to look at the deeper underlying surface and follow your intuition. So I'm telling her to move too. All for grace. Make choices based on what your heart can live with. Even the wrong decisions, we receive grace after those show it to others. So find balance. That came up twice. They're finding balance. I'm gonna pull one more. Right. She's journaling. She's writing. Having an outlet to express one's thoughts leads to more clarity and awareness of oneself. Put pen to paper, explore your inner world. That's how she releases herself, finding back balance in bad, distracting herself from the outside world and the noise to bring back the center and harmony and alignment within her family so they can level up from this. And let's see, this flew out. They say listen to feedback. Somebody listening, they ain't supposed to be listening. Girl. Girl. All right. They didn't drain me. Let me see. Let me ask one more question. Did they feel the Jay-Z, did he feel that the Met Gala was a success? Nope. He felt as though that was a fucking tower moment. He don't feel like it was a success. How she got in was talked about. Her ass wasn't listening with that Queen of Swords and no. The world, they didn't receive her. She's a laughing stock. She's a mockery. The Eight of Swords, she's stuck, mimicking her mother, transcending, transforming. And this is internally emotional and has destroyed. Baby, he don't feel that was a good, no, something, girl, let me just go. All right, that'll be the end of this reading. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want me to read on one of your favorite celebrities, let me know. Until next time, you've been rocking with Downside Queen, baby, better known as Queen Ocean. Let's go.